Join Billie Jean, he's a friend that's bright as the moon. Spins a yarn about recipes and crafts you can do. Shares old tales till the night turns purple hue. Got a voice like
Good morning. I'm up about 5:22 and I decided Mom and I wanted some pancakes, so that's what I know she might eat one. So I got the old 1930s cookbook out and I wanted to see if I could find a pancake recipe that that we used. I think it's probably the Pancakes Delicious pancake. That or continental pancakes. So I think we'll just make that Pancakes Delicious. And I think that's probably the one I grew up on, that one there. We're going to try it. So let me get us some flour. Get us some flour. My back, I can hardly. It's a lot better than it was though, y'all. Let me get us some flour out of here. I never seem to have enough room like I've told y'all. There's never enough room. That's okay. We'll make it. This was my grandma's little old measuring cup. She made everything imaginable with that little old measuring cup, and it's still good today. So we want 3 cupfuls of flour. For this you have to measure. And I measured exactly. So let me put that. I want to measure it just right with that. Then I want to sift it. So we have the exact amount. So when you pack that down, it makes a little difference. So that's 3. Messy, Billie Jean. It's a mess. I'll just leave that little cup in there. So that's our 3 cups of flour. Billie Jean, you better get out of this kitchen. Don't be messing today. I don't have time for it. I've got stuff going on today. Gosh, I just hate all that. So I want to check this with this cup and see if that measures out 3 good cups. And it does. So we're fine there. Alright. We get our little sifter. Our little cranky sifter here. I think that's going to be way over too many pancakes, but that's all right, I guess. You know, I like pancakes when after they set, I'll eat them with kind of like frying cornbread. I like them just as good. Now I'm using self-rising flour in this, so we won't add the bacon. I use that with the no aluminum in it. So there's our 3 cups of sifted flour. And this calls for 3 cups of flour, 5 tablespoons of baking powder. Or if it's the other kind, then we use 1 teaspoon of salt. So we'll do 1 teaspoon of salt. So about a teaspoon. Salt. Let me get my little whisk. I've made the only other recipe video I made is one where folded in the egg whites to make those kind of Chinese, like jiggly cake pancakes. So we want 2 eggs and 2 1/4 cups of milk. Get the eggs. Let's see. 2 eggs. We'll get them out of this package. Lord. I told y'all, I said, that I bought all those eggs by accident, so I'm trying to use them. So sift the flour, measured, and sift again with the baking powder and salt. Separate the eggs and beat the egg yolks. Add the milk, stir the mixture in the flour, and add the sugar. So we'll have to separate those eggs. We can do that. Let me get this over here. Everything's a mess. Just a big mess. Messy. Okay. It crumbled down in there, so I'm gonna have to get that egg yolk out. I got some shell down in there. I'm gonna tell you, since the pandemic, I have noticed these shells, these eggs are terrible. Just like I don't know. They just don't seem to. I'm gonna go ahead and put that in do one more. These little egg separators are worth $1 million. And I don't have to worry with getting my yellow in there. Getting the other down in there. I do see a shell. Let's put this over here. I do see a shell. Let me get that out. Get one of my long teaspoons and do that. There we go. Yeah, one little shell in there. Make all the difference in the world. Well, you wouldn't want it in there. We got that out. That's all that matters. We got that out. Let me get another little bowl here so I can check that out. See, that's good. Okay. Probably should have beat those eggs, and I didn't even think about it, but we'll be alright. We'll beat them like that just for now. I don't know if that's the same thing, but we're going to try that. Now we need to add the milk. See how much milk? 2 1/4 cups. Okay, we're going to 2 1/4 cups of milk. Get my cup here. So we'll go this dang left-handed cup. There's 1. We'll go 2. That seems like a lot of milk, don't it? I guess it is. About what I had in the jug. Nevertheless, that's gonna make so much pancakes, y'all will never eat them all. With y'all's here to eat. Lord help. Oh, that's a lot of pancakes. I'll be eating pancakes till Jesus comes. Lord. Oh, I mean, that is enough pancake batter to feed an army. Oh, Lord. I guess I'll just have to, I don't know what I'm going to do with all of it. I don't know. That's plumb crazy. I should have. Oh, we'll be alright though. You know, like I said, you know, I like pancakes to, I like pancakes, and even if I have to, I can cook them. Okay, let me get my wooden spoon here. Get this cleaned off. All that. Let's just fold in those egg whites up. Get out of there. Yeah. That seems awful liquidy, but let's go ahead and turn our pan on so we can see what this is going to do. I'm not going to use the black iron today. I'm just going to use that one. Get that up there. Yeah, I should have went ahead and beat the egg yellows in with the. So these lumps will probably be fine, but if I want to smooth a pancake, which I was trying to do, got all sidewinded. So this batter will last a day or two, even in the icebox, so I might use it up. I just want to get those lumps out of there, because that's why when I put that yolk in there, I thought about it. I said, Lord help, I have put that yolk in there. So let me get my I just want one beater. I'm not going to do a whole bunch. possibly can. There's my mixture, okay. Found it. I found it. I knew it's in there. Now, while I mix this, I'm gonna turn y'all off. You don't have to hear that. Okay, I got those beaten stiff. Those egg whites are quite stiff. Means that they'll stand up and say hallelujah, amen. Now then, those right there, they're stiff. They're just as stiff as they can be. They won't come out of your bowl. Really mix this. I'm not going to add the sugar to it. I might add the sweetener. Let's see how much sugar, the sweetener. 3 tablespoonfuls of sugar, so we're going to add 3 tablespoonfuls of sweetener. I may add a tablespoon and a half since it's 1, 2, 3 tablespoonfuls of sugar, let's just say. I'll just go ahead and that's 3 tablespoonfuls of sweetener. But I'm just going to add it because most of y'all, if you need sugar, just use sugar. If you need sweetener, use your sweetener or coconut sugar, whatever. 2 tablespoonfuls of melted, 2 tablespoonfuls, and I'm not going to use a shortening, so I'm just going to put about 2 tablespoonfuls of the avocado oil. That's a glossy, nice looking batter. Now that batter that's glossy and I need to take these egg whites and I'm just going to fold them in there. See how the egg whites are? Just put them in there. When it says fold, you know you don't mix it anymore. You just fold them in. Fold them like you're twisting your wrist. Fold them and that gives you the fluff. See how that's kind of fluffing up there? That would just make a fluffier pancake when you use the egg whites that's been beaten. Okay. Once those folded in well, you think, why do you beat those? Well, I'm going to tell you, it'll make a difference. When it tells you to do that, that'll make a difference. I like to get them mixed in there pretty well. So now that batter is fluffier and not as flat as it would have been if we hadn't mixed those in there. So let me get this spoon out. I'll get Granny's label and I'll just label them in there one at a time. Let's just get that over there like that. Let's make some big ones today. Let's go ahead and I don't have to. We'll just let that we'll bake that and watch that bubble. When it starts bubbling, then we'll know. Let me get my restaurant spatula. Let's see. That'll start kind of bubbling up there in the top part. Let me turn that on up, Betty Jean. That's why it's not continuing. Okay, sometimes I don't know if I have brains or mush up there. I've been cooking all my life and I forget stuff. That's my old restaurant spatula I've had for 100 years. See, I shouldn't have let that get cool there. I'm gonna put the eggs in the ice box. I don't forget them. Well, it's Saturday, y'all. I wonder what y'all gonna be doing today. Those little lives I've been doing at night, I just do them to keep in touch, and maybe it helps y'all. It helps me. You know, when I was a little boy on the Red River, and I played with June bugs and sticks and mud and other kind of animals, like dogs and cats and gophers and moles and crawdads. I get a string and try to catch the crawdads. I've always been one to be able to just fantasize about whatever. If I had a rock, it might have been something else. See how that pancake's getting way up there? We want that about a 4. You don't want that to get too just to kind of check it now. We might be able to. I think we'll be able to flip that just like that. But that's what I do when I talk to y'all. It kind of brings me into a little solitude, and I hope it does you when we do our lives, because that's kind of the way it does me. I'll get this Granny's glass plate and put them on that. Now I'm going to put the old 1930s cookbook up. One day I hope I have a house, y'all, that I can cook in, and it'll be big enough to where I have a place. You want to feel them. They're fluffy. They're like a jiggly cake. You know, that's a good do there. So let's just flip that right there. See, that's a big old pancake. You probably have to up your oil just some, not a whole bunch. Get it just kind of hot still. Now, kind of. You wouldn't think that darn egg whites beaten stiff will make a difference, but it really does. See, if I make them this way, then I know that they'll, I can use that dough up. Plus, I didn't get my big skillets and all that out. I just got this medium size. And we'll have some hot maple syrup and butter on these. If y'all was here, we could have a cup of coffee. These are good pancake. This batter I've made it a different way, and I'll put some cinnamon in it, and some. I've even used applesauce in it instead of eggs when I didn't have eggs, and they turned out appley. They're really good. That's a good fall pancake. Use your pumpkin pie spice in it. And put that on about 4. get that up to where, so now y'all get the gist of how the egg whites fluff these pancakes up. Y'all will have winner pancakes, winner, W-I-N-N-E-R, and nobody will ever know the difference. They'll wonder, why is their pancakes so fluffy? My Lord, I love them. Well, your secret is your beaten egg whites. I'll be back in a minute when I get these fried up. I was going to turn y'all off and take that up, but then I realized that this was spreading out, so I didn't want y'all to, I went ahead and turned it on up to about a 7 because it wasn't getting done enough. And so you can tell, you don't want to lift that up, it'll run off and you'll have a big mess. Just let it sit there and kind of, usually there'll be little bubbles come up in that. And I thought, well, I'm not going to turn them off. If they want to fast forward it, they can, but they need to see how to make these pancakes, so they'll try to flip it and it'll be all over here. And mark my word, I know what I'm talking about. I've done it a million times. Had more pancake on the stove than I did in the pan. Grandmother was very patient with us, and my mother too, when we learned how to do that. So that's still, because it's so spread out, it's hard to flip, but you can do it. You can go like that, and that'll flip it. You can tell that they're getting done. They'll squash out a little bit. That's some big pancakes, y'all. Them are Texas-sized pancakes for you all, you'uns. You can tell when that gets done. If for some reason they're not getting done, you put a little lid on that just for a second, just to give it a, I'll show you. You think that that's not getting real done, just set your lid on there for just, makes it kind of like a little oven. Okay, something like that. Just so you'll know. Now you check that. See, it feels done. That's going to continue to cook as long as it's not wet coming out or something. So we'll just turn that one out. Look at them big old pancakes. Lord hell. They'll be calling the National Guard. Say, well, boy, Billy Jean's got them big old pancakes, y'all. Better get over and get us some of them. Big one. Because I don't have enough, so we're going to make a real big one. Yep, we are. Okay. Stop that. Billy Jean, you're a messy. Oh, he does. He messes this crap up. I get so mad, I can just spit nails. Get some of this kind of cleaned up. Break something. Might as well just go ahead and break it. Y'all were here, y'all be sitting over at the table having a cup of coffee. We'd be just talking and frying these pancakes. I'll get some of that stuff. I've not tried this, but I bought a maple syrup 100% pure, and it shows it's a maple syrup 100% pure. I got this at Aldi's, and it seems a little thin, but we're going to try it, I'm going to tell you. So you have to take that off there. Watch this, do this. You got to take this thing off of here. Billie Jean. Better hurry up, you're gonna burn your cakes, hun. Okay. Put my little bit of trash out. Yeah, it's getting hot. That smells like it's a burning, Billie Jean. You better get that off of there. Oh, I smelled that, and I left that up on a 6 or an 8. Now what I'll do is I would heat this in a little, I've got a Granny's old carafe here, but I'm not going to put this in there because that has to be scalded out. And that's from the, I don't know, I can't say Civil War, but it's way back yonder. Let me get this kind of fixed here, y'all. So I want to fry that just a little bit more. Right, just a little bit more. Turn that off. Get your stove off, Billie Jean. No. Okay. Now then. Now we got our little bit of pancakes made. Oh Lord, look at all them pancakes. My goodness gracious. That's some pancakes if I've ever seen them. Oh, my goodness. Let me get a plate. Okay. That Haviland Limoges plate and put your pancake on there, hon. Make sure they're done. There we go. I just took that one out because I was going to have to take it out anyway. So, let me get that off the burner. Get that off the burner. Let me get some of this butter. I'll get some of this butter. Pour this. See, it's just not big enough in this place. It's just not big enough. It's 6:05 in the morning, and here we are eating pancakes and butter and all kind of stuff. But I like butter. I use this challenge butter. It was $2.99. Usually about $5. But that's one thing, I like butter on my pancakes. That's just one thing I do. I was trying to clean this out so I don't have to mess with it. I don't like wasting anything, y'all. I got a new one I had to pay the $5 and something for. I just opened it yesterday. Hadn't even took one out. That's just good cream butter. Grandma always said that butter will grease your insides. It'll help you maintain through the day. And I guess she's right. I can leave this. Sometimes I'll just leave this out on the cabinet. Now, since them are as hot as they are, I'm just going to put my maple syrup on it and let it. Put it around the edge and get some. That'd be some good pancakes there, y'all. Look at how that's just swimming in butter and all that goodness. Okay, now y'all know how to make the fluffiest pancakes in town. Just don't forget to separate your egg yellows, mix it with your milk before you put it in your batter, then you won't have lumps like we did. And then whip your egg whites, Fold them in at the end after you get your sugar in there. I'll post this recipe. I'll take it out of the old 1930s cookbook. And y'all have a good weekend. I really wished y'all was here to have some of these pancakes with us this morning, swimming in maple syrup and butter. God bless y'all. God bless us. God bless the United States. As I said, I wish y'all was here to eat with us. Bye-bye.